Hello, dear founder! From every channel and every platform you hear that AI agents are the future and you should invest in it to stay ahead of your competitors. And that is 100% correct. But there is one small detail that is rarely mentioned, but extremely important. More and more people are disappointed in AI.
I am a little disappointed.
Only 18 to 36% of organizations achieve their expected benefits from AI. Moreover, AI and ML projects have a struggling failure rate of 70–85%. But the root of the problem is not AI itself, it's a human expectations. With all the hype around AI, people have started seeing it as kind of a magic wand that will solve all their problems as soon as they get their hands on it. And then they have to face their reality, one way or another, and it almost inevitably leads to disappointment. So today we are talking about 5 most common unrealistic expectations executives have when it comes to adopting AI agents. Buckle up, because this is going to be a stressful journey. And let's go. Number 1. You don't need much preparation for AI agent adoption. Some people even make it sound like you can just plug in it and go. No, you cannot. Well, not unless you paid a hefty sum for an outside vendor to do literally everything for you, and you expect to only come after everything is ready and enjoy the benefits of your brand new AI agent. But that just means that all the preparations are shifted onto the shoulders of said company. Yes, that's something you can easily do. Yet it requires substantial funds and often a significant level of trust, since you would be giving access to some of your inner processes to a third party.
What do I have to do to get a little privacy?
It's technically possible, but you have to be aware of the risks and the resources necessary for your undisturbed progress. Number 2. An AI will adapt to the specific of your company and our audience without problems. If you dedicate enough time and effort, sure, but I wouldn't call that without problems. Or, well, it depends on what you see as problems. But here is the fact. Without any kind of fine-tuning, you get just a generic assistant. It's just like grabbing a random person on the street, talking them to your office and expecting them to become a top expert of your marketing department. Of course, even if that person turned out to be a great specialist, they cannot know company-specific knowledge, customer personas, tone of voice and workflows, and AI cannot know it too, unless it is an AI agent developed specifically for your company. But that is an entirely different story. Number 3. AI agents will help you to save a lot of money quickly. That's a possibility, but only if done correctly, and not right away. You shouldn't expect to cut your spendings in half in the next month or two. That's not how ROI works. Usually it takes half a year, at the very least, for any effects to be actually visible. And that is quickly. The problem is that when founders see or hear the word fast, they, for some reasons, imagine saving millions in the span of weeks. Of course, the reason for that might lie in the insane success stories that look over the internet. But you have to remember that for one such story there are dozens of failure examples. Better slow and steady than rising high and plummeting down. Number 4. There's no need to change your processes to accommodate AI. If someone told you that it's the biggest lie in the whole wide world, unless you are giving your employees ChatGPT and telling them to put it to work if they need something. Then, of course, everything may stay as it is. But if you want to really automate a task or a process, you will need to make changes to account for AI's logic and the way the specific tool works. For example, content creation tool will require an editor to look through the final output before allowing it to be posted anywhere. You don't want your content to be called cringy because AI made a bad joke, and that wouldn't be the worst of it, honestly. Number 5. AI is going to save you from an avalanche of human mistakes. It may or it may not. You need to remember and understand that there is a such phenomenon as AI hallucination. Wouldn't you prefer that to ordinary human errors? If I had to choose, I would stop at neither because both create a good chance of losing clients. Besides, as long as you don't hire incompetent people and don't overwork your team into mixing left and right, there aren't that many mistakes for AI to save you from.
No.
And there's one more thing to consider. People would rather forgive human mistakes than AI mistakes, so if you decide in favor of AI, it has to be perfect. So, have your expectations been thoroughly shattered by this video? If they were harmfully unrealistic, I definitely hope so. As we form more realistic ideas and beliefs about the words of tech, we will be able to avoid unpleasant misunderstandings between tech vendors and clients. And then, in harmony and with a new understanding of how things works and what you can get, actually impactful tools can be created. Trust yourself, know what you need and move to your goal. It was your trustable Chief Executive Officer. We'll see you.